Hello champs, welcome to all of you on my Pyara Sa channel Coding from Mumbai. In this video, I am talking about the loops in JavaScript, and this is the third video of loops in JavaScript playlist, in which I am talking about the third type of loop, do while loop. In previous two videos, I already talking about the first two type of loop in JavaScript. First one is for loop and second one is while loop. If you are not watching those videos, so please go and watch those videos. After that, you have to watch this video. In this video, my target is very clear, to clear all the concept of do while loop syntax wise as well as by taking some example. Okay, so without any further late, let's start the video. Hello. So now we start the video. So I'm simply talking about the topic that is do while loop. Do while loop. So in functional wise, all types of loop in the which is a do while loop or a while loop or a for loop, each and everything in working wise are same. All types of loops are used for doing some task again and again. But main difference is there is a little bit different in each and every type of loop. But in the terms of usability, not in terms of working, means working wise all the loops are same, but in terms of usability, means in which condition we have to use which type of loop at that moment of time, there is a different type of loop or works. Okay, so now I'm just writing the what is the syntax of do while loop. Let's understand. In the multi-line comment, I'm simply write here syntax. What is the syntax? I have to write here do keyword. After that, I have to provide the curly bracket. In curly bracket, whatever code I want to repeat again and again, or I want to put into the block in loop block. So for that I have to write into the do block. Means whatever code I want to repeat again and again, that code I have to put into the curly bracket, which is do block. Okay, so in do block I have to write all the code, whatever code I want to repeat. After this particular curly bracket, outside the bracket, I have to write here while keyword and then bracket, open bracket, and then here I have to write the condition. Okay, so this is the simple syntax of do while loop. I think you are able to understand. Means whatever code I want to repeat, just put into the do block. Outside the block, you have to write while keyword and then condition. How many times you want to repeat your code, you want to repeat your loop, which the condition is put into the last of the syntax. Understand? So this is a simple syntax of do while loop, and I know this is a little bit different as compared to the while loop. In while loop, what we do, we are just replacing this particular do keyword by this while with condition. But in do while loop, we have to write first code, whatever code I want to repeat. After that, in last, I am just writing the condition in while loop. Understand? So this is a simple syntax of do while loop. Now let's look at an example so you are able to feel how this particular do while loop works. So for that, I am simply creating a variable I is equal to 1, and then I'm writing do and then a bracket. Inside the bracket, I'm just writing code. After outside the bracket, I have to provide the condition in while loop. I'm just writing I want to repeat this code 5 times, so I have to write I less than or equal to 5 until the value of variable I is less than or equal to 5. Till now I want to repeat the loop, so I'm just writing in condition I less than or equal to 5 in while keyword. In do block, I have to write all the code, whatever code I want to repeat. So I'm just writing console.log, and then I'm writing here hello everyone. Okay, and then I'm just writing here value of I variable, and in each iteration I just want to increase the value of I variable, so I am just writing I++. So in each iteration the value of I variable are increased by 1. Now I just want to save the code and let's run the code. What is the output? You are able to see hello everyone 1, hello everyone 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I am getting the hello everyone output by using the do while loop. So this is a simple example of do while loop, how do while loop works. Now if I want to just match the syntax by using this example, so you are able to see I'm simply writing here do keyword, so do keyword, and then in curly bracket whatever code I want to repeat, I'm just writing into the inside the bracket. After that, I'm just writing while keyword, and then inside the open bracket I'm writing the condition how many times I want to repeat the particular do while loop. Okay, this is done. Now there is a one extra feature provided by the do while loop. What is that? Let's talking about that. I'm not taking that too many examples, so you are able to understand how it is work. So I'm talking about the extra feature of do while loop. Extra features of do while loop, which is what? Let's understand. What is happening if I want to write a code? What is means? Let's understand how it is working. So for that, I just want to repeat. Okay, now you are able to see how it is. I am able to see in all these things. Now I am just writing here what is the extra feature of do while loop. Now I am talking about the for loop as well as the while loop. In those two loops, if my requirement is, if condition is true, then automatically loops are executed. If condition is not true, then also I want to execute loop at least one time. What is my requirement? My requirement is when condition is true, then automatically loops are executed. But when condition is not true, at that moment of time, my requirement is to execute at least one time when condition is false also. So this job is not done by using the for loop as well as the while loop. This job is done by the do while loop. Means until the condition is false, then also the loops are executed at least one time. This is an extra feature of do while loop. Let's look at example. I'm simple creating a variable here. Let I is equal to 10. Okay, I'm just writing do keyword and then curly bracket and then while. I'm just putting the value of I variable is, if value of I variable is greater than 15, then only you are able to execute the code, whatever code are writing inside the do block. Actual value of I variable is 10, and here I am writing the value of I variable is greater than 15. Automatically you are able to see the value of I variable is 10, but my requirement is the value of I variable is greater than 15, only then this block execute. Now I'm just writing here console.log I am do while loop. Now save the program and let's see what is the output. I'm just running the code. You are able to see output outcomes. I am do while loop means until the condition is fails, you are able to see condition is the value of I variable is greater than 15 and current value of I variable is 10, which is not a true value. A condition is automatically false. But then also I am able to execute the code of a do or code of loops at least one time. So this job is only done by the do while loop. Understand? So this is a simple extra feature of a do while loop. If I want to execute code of loops at least one time until and unless the condition of a particular do while loop become false also. Okay, so this is simple example how it is work. So it is simple. Control R comes into do block and then execute whatever code are writing. What is happening into the for loop as well as the while loop? In while loop, first check the condition, after that code execute the code in both the loop, for loop as well as the while loop. But in do while loop, first task is to execute the code, whatever code are contained by the do block. After executing the code at least one time, after that they are just checking the condition. This is the reason why while keyword or condition are written into the last. So first execute whatever code are contained by do block. After that they are checking the condition. Then condition is become false, then they are not going to again print, but at least one time they are executing the code of contained by the do block. So this is why at least one time code are execute of loop whenever condition is become false. Understand? So this is a simple example of do while loop, and this is extra feature and how we are able to write do while loop by using the do keyword, then curly bracket and then while function, while with the condition. And this is a simple syntax of do while loop. I think you are able to understand the concept of do while loop, what is extra feature and how I can able to write any type of loop program by using the do while loop. Okay, so I think your concept about do while loop is clear now. In next video, I'm talking about the very important thing, that is in which condition we have to use for loop, in which condition we have to use while loop, and in last in which condition I have to use do while loop. And there are two loops are remaining. First one is for in loop, second one is for off loop. These two loops I am not covering currently, because after talking about the arrays as well as the objects, then I'm talking about the for in loop and for off loop. Understand? So I think I have to complete the video till now. So thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.